Alright, we have a new patch for Tekken 8, which I kind of hate, because this means a third set of patch notes I have to look at when I'm working on the Season 2 Changes videos. This is hell for me, honestly. Those videos, it took long enough to make already. I said this in the emergency patch video, but I'll say it here again. When I'm doing these character changes videos, I'm not just reading from the patch notes. What I would do is, I'd read the patch notes myself, test stuff in-game as much as I can, and write out my own notes, and then record the video. It takes hours per character, just so that you guys get a quick, 10-minute video about the character changes. Because not everyone wants to read through this. Look at this shit. Right? And let me tell you, it is hell to read through these patch notes, especially now that there's a third set of them. Bro, there was an Alisa move in Jin's patch notes. How the fuck did that happen? Why was that there? These patch notes are hell, and I still have 20 characters to do videos on. It's madness. Also, since this patch dropped, I've seen a lot of people complaining about nerfs, which is kind of surprising. Why are we complaining about nerfs to stuff? We will go in-game and check stuff as well to see if their complaints are valid or if they're just being crybabies about stuff. So, let's get into the patch notes. This video will be like the video I did on the emergency patch, so more focus on characters I've already done videos on, and for the other characters, their changes will just be included in their videos anyway. Okay, balance adjustment policy, version 2.01. Additional adjustments have been made to address the game's attack-heavy balance, alongside the previously implemented fixes for issues that could be addressed quickly. This update also begins to tackle longer-term issues, such as reducing air combo damage and reworking heat burst performance, which were raised frequently by players and required more time to evaluate. Gradual adjustment of moves with excessive return. Following the previous update, balance adjustments have been made with a focus on the following points. Adjustments of moves where the return is disproportionately high relative to the risk involved. There's still heat smashers that are doing that. Adjustment of high-performance moves that easily create consecutive advantageous situations and lead to one-sided developments. So we've seen stuff like that with Jack's 2-1 up for 1+2 and stuff, really dumb things. Through these adjustments, the goal is to achieve a more balanced playing field across all characters and foster an environment where diverse strategies can thrive. So basically, Tekken. Additionally, moves not targeted in this update will continue to be reviewed based on player trends and feedback, with further adjustments implemented as necessary. Okay. So some problematic moves are going to be there for a while longer. Reduction of aerial combo damage. In consideration of the current trend of increasing overall combo damage, adjustments have been made to the damage of moves that contribute significantly to particularly powerful aerial combos across all characters. So, wall carry and stuff is going to stay unchanged, it's just your damage is going to be slightly lower. These changes are intended to increase the opportunities for offense, defense, and tactical exchanges, while also addressing the excessive disparity in damage potential between characters. I think that's still going to be there, honestly. Especially because it's Tekken, players will find a way. Aerial combos will continue to be closely monitored, and if instances of excessive damage are identified, additional measures will be considered as appropriate. What about grounded hits that don't scale? Adjustment to heat burst performance. In light of the fact that during exchanges surrounding heat burst activation, it was often difficult for the defending player to evade the move with sidesteps even when anticipating the activation. Bryan, you sidestep, sidewalk, that thing is still tracking. Overall tracking performance of heat burst against lateral movement has been reduced. Okay. We're gonna test that just now. This adjustment is intended to make it easier for the defending side to respond through movement or evasion, thereby enabling more interactive mind games that reward defensive techniques. Basically Tekken. Reduction of chip damage from heat smash. Okay, so it's just lower damage when you block it. I don't think that reading that is going to be all too important. Future adjustments. Here we go. The next update, version 2.02, is scheduled for release in early June. This update will include adjustments to certain character-specific moves that consume remaining heat timer duration. Ooh! So they're taking a look at June's low from, was it Izumo? I can't remember. Whichever one of the stances that does the low heat smash is just a move. That's probably gonna go. What about other moves? What about Devil Jin's Hell Sweep? Is it still doing the stupid shit where if you whiff the hell sweep, it's still taking your heat if you press 3? I don't think that should be a thing, honestly, but maybe that's gonna get changed, as well as balance improvements through targeted character tweaks. Okay. Building on the outcomes of the previous and current updates, we will continue our efforts to enhance the overall battle balance and ensure a more refined and competitive gameplay environment. How are we still having tournaments with current state of the game? Made adjustments to and changes to move cinematics, sound effects, voices effect. Why? Okay. Remove certain text icons. Okay, that's irrelevant. Corrected tips. Irrelevant right now. Adjusted moves and the list of moves for punishments. Okay, more practice options. Heat burst. Okay, something important here. Reduce the homing duration against sidesteps. Additionally, adjustments have been made to each character's heat burst. When heat activation available, reducing its hitbox size to mitigate differences in how easily it can be sidestepped between characters. Does this affect combos? We'll have to see. Quick backslide. Improved homing performance at the start of the move, making it easier to rise facing the opponent. This adjustment addresses cases where characters would unintentionally transition into a back-turn state under certain conditions. Yeah, that was really annoying, actually. That was actually really annoying. Strong aerial spike. Falls forward 1+2. Fixed an issue where the behavior when performing a back roll recovery with a button input differed from when performing it with a backward directional input. What was this doing? Yeah, I actually don't know about that one. What was it doing? Hold moves. Fixed an issue where certain characters' hold moves could be performed through unintended input methods. So probably something like doing a 2 into 1+2 one frame thing, like what was going on at the end. That seemed to be like the common thing amongst the bugs that was going on in the game, is having one frame of a 2 input and then a 1+2 input. Really weird. Fix an issue where for some characters' hold moves, the recoverable damage dealt to the opponent when absorbed with Power Crush was lower than intended. Ah, okay. So we eat more damage now if we Power Crush. Fixed an issue where under certain conditions a heat dash knockdown effect would incorrectly trigger against a downed opponent even though it should not occur. Oh yeah, it's what they're talking about here is like, for example, if you're in heat with Lee and your opponent is on the ground as they're trying to get up, if you land the hit and you heat dash, well, this doesn't happen for Lee. Lee would actually have them be sliding on the floor where you can't really get a follow-up, but some characters would actually land that move as if they hit a standing opponent, basically. It is weird. Was that all for this one? Okay. Are we getting into character specifics? Okay, Alisa, let's go in-game for this. Okay, so let's see Alisa's changes. During heat, okay, her heat smash changed the chip damage on block from 13 to 8. I didn't even see it. Oh, that changed so fast there. Okay, so just 8 now, and she's still +8. Okay. Down to 4, changed the damage from 1424 to 820. Oh. Oh, okay. Big damage reduction. Oh wait, I have counter hit on. Fuck. I didn't even see that. Okay, so still -9. $820. What? This is for a combo, isn't it? I just don't remember what combo actually uses that. But I assume that, yeah, that's probably for combo damage. What combo uses down to 4? What combo uses this? I don't play Alisa enough to know what combo uses this. And that's definitely not going to be it. Can we just do it off this then? Wall combo, baby. I don't know. Does this move bound? No. Okay, that's why. I'm being stupid. Yeah, it's probably something to do with the combo damage there, yeah. So that's a combo damage now. Up forward 1, change the damage from 20-20-20 to 19-19-20. Ah, okay, yeah, this is combo damage nerfs, so... Yeah, that's her bound. What dumb combo can I do here? This... Does uphold 1 work? Yeah. Yeah, so it's just combo damage nerfs. Oh, that doesn't reach the wall. But yeah, that's combo damage nerf. Did I read that right? Hold on. $19-13-10 because of scaling. Yeah, these are combo damage nerfs. 13-9-8, yeah. So more hits in the combo, less damage overall. 7-5-6, yeah. Okay, that's significant actually within the combo by itself here. Already you're seeing it drop from 19-19-20 to 19-13-10. Yeah, okay, that's... Again, players will find a way to get a bunch of damage out of that. The next change she has here is up forward 3+4 or up 3+4. Startup of the attack has changed. Ooh. So from 38 to 41 frames is what it was. It's now 38 to 40. So it has less active frame. One less active frame. Does this do something? It's a plus 15. Okay, I don't know if there's a way to spike with that. I think there probably is. Backup. How do I do backup again? I forgot how to do backup. Shit. Oh yeah, it's down back 1+2. I'm being stupid. Backup 1. What? Oh, I got the wrong move there. I got a wild standing one. My bad. So backup 1 damage changed from 31 to 21. Ooh, and you can still boot at the opponent. Did I see that right? Yeah, still plus 30, yeah. Well, depending when you boot, the frames change. Yeah, distance thing. And there's 29. How did I get the 30? She still gets a lot of frames there, but the damage reduction is kind of nice, I guess. I don't know how much that affects overall, though, on this move. This one is pretty significant because of the scaling within the combo. This one I can't remember where you use it in the combo anyways. But yeah, this one seems to be the biggest change here, is the up forward 1. That's like her main bound for a lot of her combos. Go back to the patch notes here. I'm going to skip Anna, because I haven't done anything on it. Why didn't she get a balance direction? So we have something here for Asuka. Asuka received not only bug fixes, but also balance adjustments focus on reducing her excessively high combo damage. For the move forward 3+4, it had been a significant contributor to increased aerial combo damage when Nani Vagasto was active. Yeah, I didn't know what her her new combos were when I did her video, but yeah. 3+4 was doing some crazy shit. However, rather than lowering the damage, since that would reduce its effectiveness as a grounded follow-up, the aerial hit behavior has been reverted to Season 1, so no hard air spin, I assume. Additionally, for the following moves used while Nani Vagasto was active, up forward 1-2, probably the most annoying one there, forward 1+2, running 1+2, camera effects during aerial combo hits have been removed to improve ease of execution in air combos. Oh. Okay, let's see what this looks like. I dropped it, what the... I'm so sure that you can do that. So it just looks normal now. There's no like zoom in. Is that what they mean? Okay. What is the other move? Forward 1+2. So there's just no effect, is that what they're trying to say here? Okay, so there's like no zoom-ins or anything. Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. Makes things a bit cleaner when you're looking at it. When heat activation is available, the attack hitbox has been reduced only when the opponent is grounded, making it less likely to connect against sidestepping opponents. What? You see why I say the patch notes are fucking hell to go through something? What do they mean when the opponent is grounded? Do you mean standing? Grounded, you're on the floor. How are you sidestepping on the floor? God, reading through this is garbage. They mean when the opponent is just standing. And note, after evaluating the tracking performance of all characters, this adjustment was made individually to those with comparatively higher tracking capabilities. Yes, some characters were tracking more than others, like Bryan, for example. Dragunov's one, I remember tracking as well, but I think they took it away in one of the other patches. I can't remember, but yeah, Bryan was an example of that, but let's check this in-game. Ooh. Yeah, it's 2+ actually. So we're still gonna have situations where if you are 2-, you can't step this because it is... Power Crush is, yeah, 16 frame startup, so... Yeah, this... Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so the tracking ability... I assume this is gonna be across the board for every character's heat burst. The tracking ability of it is going to change depending on frames. Like there, for example, 16 frame move coming out at a +9 means you only have 7 frames to step it. So maybe the other way would actually work here? No. But both ways at -6. So yeah, I think maybe up to -7 and possibly -8 you will be able to step. It'll be kind of iffy at -7, -8, but like -6, I assume for majority of the heat burst, you're now just going to be able to step it. That's good. That's actually really good. And then, of course, in minus scenarios, of course, you're just going to be able to step it. Yeah, that's good. I just assume that's going to be across the board. Any heat burst now around -8, -7 is going to be iffy, but you could sidestep and sidewalk it. -6, you're still good because it's a 16 frame startup. But yeah, frames are definitely going to change the tracking ability of it. Okay, her heat smash does from 11 to 7. Okay, that's just chip damage change. That's going to be across the board for every character, I assume. But with 3+4, the opponent's reaction on airborne hit has been changed. Yeah, no longer going to give it the hard air spin. So if we do something like... Ooh, that's gone. Okay. I did the wrong thing there, but yeah. That is kind of a good change, I guess. Because less combo damage overall? I just don't know how much. I don't remember Asuka's combos. Oh, it's up forward 3. I'm doing the wrong thing. Shit. I don't know what the combo is, but yeah, that's definitely a damage reduction on her combos. What other combo was she doing that from? Was it this? Yeah, so you can't do that anymore. Okay. I think that's an okay change, I guess, because she was doing crazy shit with that. And she still has that anyway. I'm just not landing it properly here, but... But yeah, she still gets that as a guaranteed follow-up on some moves. So it's okay, I guess. It's just combo damage reduction. Okay, in this case, it's removing one of her hard air spins. What is the other move? Well, up forward 1, 2 is going to give hard air spin still as well. So her combos will change. She's still probably going to get a decent amount of damage. And then with the changed combos, she'll still get wall carry. In this case... this not giving hard air spin does actually change her combos. Running 1+2 changed the damage from 30 to 27, so... It's not massive. And then you still get 30 with the tornado if you have a charge. Okay. Nani Vargasto forward to 1+2. On hit or on block, the damage scaling on the first hit when it connects with a downed opponent has been adjusted from 80% to 70% and reduce the damage dealt by the second hit. How do we show this? Isn't that still doing the same damage? Wasn't that doing 54 before? Maybe I'm wrong? I could swear this was doing 54 before this. 80% to 70%. Which one is doing 70? Oh. It still does 80%, so I'm confused here. What do they mean? Do they mean forward 2 by itself? It's still 80. What? It is still 80. What did they mean? Yeah, it's 80. What? See why I say going through these patch notes is like garbage sometimes. What are they talking about? It's still 80. It's still 80. What? I don't get it. What do they mean here? It's still 80 in both cases. What? Are they talking about the second hit going to 70 and they just put first hit here by accident or something? What? First hit when it connects with the down opponent has been adjusted from 80% to 70%, but it's not. It's still doing 80%. That's confusing. Okay. Nani Vargasto running 1+2. Oh, so no, this wasn't doing 30 before. Why did I think it was doing 30 before? So yeah, it's damage on normal hit went from 30 to 27, and its damage now does 30 instead of 36. Okay. So it affects this combo where you do running 1+2 into running 3. And then I forgot what the rest of the combo is, but yeah. What was that doing before? Still decent damage actually. 88 is not bad. And you probably could get more from that. I just don't remember. What is... We still spike there. Okay, that does less damage, but it's more okay. Yeah, this is just a damage reduction to the combo basically. It's because of this combo. I just don't know what she was doing with that combo. $93. Okay, so she is still getting quite a bit of damage. Like I said, players will find a way with this kind of stuff. Like, I thought 88, but no, we can get 93. So it's not terrible damage nerfs, I guess. So full crouch down forward 3 hold fixed an issue where during heat the chip damage dealt to the opponent on block was lower than during normal state. So it does 12 chip damage. Let's swap over to the game here. It does 12, doesn't it? Yeah. So in heat, still going to be doing 12. Okay, yeah. During Nani Vargasto, up forward 1-2, running 1+2 and forward 1+2. Remove camera effect. Yeah, so the camera effect changes, just looks a lot cleaner. Okay, so next up here we have Azucena. During heat, okay, so heat smash changes the behavior when the third hit connects with a down opponent. After the first hit whiffs, this adjustment addresses a situation where excessively high combo damage was being dealt. This was the wall combo. I don't remember how to do it, but she would basically just heat smash with the first parts of a heat smash, and then the last hit would spike, I think, or it would hit you unscaled or something like that. It was crazy at the wall. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be really hard for me to replicate in game. I was trying, but yeah, it's basically she was landing just the last hit of her heat smash, like at the end of the combo, so she get the wall splat, and then do that, and then she would just get. It was insane damage because of that. When heat activation available. Okay, so that's just again heat burst tracking nerf. Down 1. The distance between the player and the opponent on block has been increased. What the? How does this help? Oh, whoa, what? Now, if you press immediately, it's still going to track. Yeah. What about the other way? It doesn't really help us all that much. I thought, okay, we're finally going to be able to step some of this bullshit. But I guess now maybe we can backdash away from it? Oh! Okay, the full crouch down forward 4 is still going to reach. Okay, that's good actually. Okay, that's good. So we can at least backdash the wild rising 1. That still has really good reach though, but it is gonna leave her at more of a distance from you when she goes into stance. That's nice actually. That's really nice. When I showed the stuff in the Azucena video where you just can't step away from anything here. It was really annoying. Like, look at that. Okay, this we can step away from, I guess now because of the distance change. Yeah, so now we can at least backdash. Backdashing is our option against that now. That's nice. That's actually really nice. Running 3-2 into stance delayed the timing for executing moves during limited door by 2 frames and adjusted the frame advantage on block from +5 to +3. Oh my god. Can we actually step things there now? Can we at least backdash things there now? That was a really annoying situation as well to be in. +5 into stance after a running move like that. It was annoying. Oh my god, we can step some of the stuff here? Okay, well, the 2 I think is still going to track, but... Yeah, it's still going to depend on what she does, though. But it's a start. It's something. We can actually step away from some of the stuff now, which is really nice. What about her? Ooh? Does it still have the weird tracking if it's delayed? No! Oh my god! What if we stood away? That was on a step, wasn't it? It wasn't on a... Yeah, so if you sidestep, it still weirdly tracks you on that. What? Oh! Oh, that is nice actually. This is really nice. Holy shit. That is really, really nice. Being able to step here and having more options than just power crush and hope. Oh wait, why did that hit there? Oh, this is awkward as fuck. Okay, this is still a really dangerous situation to be in then. So you can't just step. Certain parts here you have to side walk. So this you have to side walk. You can't step this. And this obviously is going to track there, but that can be stepped. Holy shit. The 1 can be stepped. The 3 should be steppable. Why is that tracking? Oh no, you have to, yeah, you have to side walk that. Oh, wrong way. There's counterplay to this now. I like this. This is actually a really good change. Its defense is what we've been asking for. It's still a situation where you have to have a read on what they're going to try to do next. But And you have to adjust either sidestep or sidewalk, which is kind of annoying, but... Because if you step, this is going to hit you, which is really weird, by the way. Why? Doesn't this look like something that should not be happening? So that one's just awkward. But if you sidewalk, you don't get hit by it. But yeah, this is a really good change. Holy shit. We're actually able to step some of the options here and sidewalk some of the options here. Oh. Even the grab. Holy shit. Oh, this is nice. This is a good change. Why were people complaining about this change? I saw people complaining about this change. Is it because you don't get a guaranteed 50-50 here anymore with insane tracking? You do realize you're in basically a fucking, as Miria would put it, cheat engine stance. Like, look at it. If you do nothing when you're in the stance, you have an auto high duck and you have an auto low parry. What the fuck were people complaining about with this stuff? Like, you still have a lot of options as the Azucena player here. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, look at this. This is still crazy. Look. That is nuts. That is actually nuts. Okay, the 2 won't work there. What if I do... Wahaha! Oh, I didn't go into stance. That's why. But wait, we can interrupt some of this with jabs. Oh, that's really nice, actually. So depending on what she's doing here, you can actually interrupt her now. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, but then you have to watch it for something like that. But she's now interruptible. Okay, this is nice. This is a really nice change, actually. Well, what the fuck were people complaining about this change for? This is good. This is Tekken. Both players are now in a situation where if one of them guesses... Well, I'm saying guessing here, but like... When you have a read on what your opponent is going to do here, you can actually still get a lot of benefit out of this. Look at that. And you as the defending player, you have options. Oh, it's because they delayed it by 2 frames. So even though you're +3, that's why the jab is winning here. Even though I'm pressing Azucena's 4 from stance. Oh, okay, no, this is a really good change. Because again, remember you're in a stance that just auto ducks and auto low parries as well. So you can't just do that into nothing if you think your opponent is going to swing at you. This is a really good change. There's actual counterplay to this bullshit now. Oh, that's nice. This is defense. We have some defense and counterplay options going on. That's really nice. Holy shit. Yeah, that and the down 1 change. Because again, down 1 is still going to be really good. Oh, hold on. Do the low again. Do the low, goddammit. Yeah, okay, so that's still uninterruptible. And again, just being able to backdash this is really nice. And that doesn't leave her as close. Yeah, because here she's much closer, yeah. Yeah, these are really nice changes. They're kind of toning down, yeah, well, like they were saying, the aggressive nature and the high reward on some moves. These are two moves that were doing that. That's really nice. You as the Azucena player still get your chance to mix up the opponent and stuff, but the opponent actually has a chance to do something back if they have a read. We can now sidewalk, we can now sidestep, we can backdash away from the stuff. That's really nice. And again, like I showed here, you still have to know which way to step certain moves. You still have to know whether you're going to have to sidewalk certain things, like this. Requires a sidewalk when she's in stance, compared to if you step, you're going to get launched by it. Like, it's stuff like that. So there's still elements like that where you have to understand what's going on, but that's really good. That's actually really good. Why were people complaining about that? That's a really good change. Okay, so Snake Eyes back 1+2 adjusted the move so that it always transitions into a crouching state upon completion. Oh yeah, because you can choose either to go into crouch or not. The opponent's state when blocking has been changed from crouching to standing. Reduce the hitbox size in the downward direction. Ooh. Okay. Decrease the opponent's recovery time by 3 frames, adjusting the frame advantage on block from +7 to +4. Oh, that's nice. Reduce the knockback distance when the attack is blocked. What does that look like? Oh, okay, so it just leaves you much closer to Bryan if he lands it. The tracking ability of the second hit has been enhanced on hit or block of the first hit, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway through. Ooh, okay. Let's go into game for this. Let's activate Snake Eyes. So, okay, so this is just, you need to know which way to step Bryan when he's doing this. And it's not like Bryan is without options in crouch anyway. Okay, so this is just giving him a way to apply the full crouch shenanigans. Without being massively plus. So you have a chance to step away from things. You just have to know which way to be stepping Bryan. That's okay, that's nice. That's actually nice. That's not a terrible change at all. Because you still, as the Bryan player, have a chance to do something to your opponent here. But yeah, that's not bad at all. You would think Bryan being forced into crouch here is terrible, but it's not. However, though, if you aren't in heat, it's all mids. Because no Snake Eye is low. When you're in heat, you have access to the hatchet here, which makes things scary. But without heat, I didn't want to do that. It's all mids. So you can literally just hold back. Can you backdash away from anything? Look at the lower, if he's in heat basically. You have to guess for the hatchet. But everything else, it's just like, it's just normal Bryan at that point. It's all mids. Okay, yeah, that is a nerf in a sense, but it's also not terrible. It's like an in-between thing. It's balance, basically. You as the Bryan player have a chance to catch your opponent doing something like a sidestep. And if you're in heat, you have access to the Snake Eyes low hit. Snake Eyes hatchet. So decent. Very decent change, actually. Oh! And it's steppable. This move would weirdly hit you when you were stepping. Ooh, okay, so at +4 it's still going to track you. I was thinking, can I find a way to show this with plus frames to see what happens? But yeah, there it's still going to track you. What if you walk? Still tracks, okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. You can walk it the other way. So they've made it way more linear now. So you just have to be slightly wary of which way you're stepping. So at +4 it's going to track to Bryan's left side, but it won't track to the right. This is decent. This is actually decent. Because again, it's just it's just basically Tekken. But yeah, this is how you would deal with Bryan's crouching stuff anyways, is knowing which way to step. And you as the Bryan player have options to catch your opponent stepping to either side. So that's nice. Yeah, that's really... I forgot to do the just frame though. Very annoying. There we go. But yeah, that's really cool. It's again just... You as the Bryan player need to make a read on which way your opponent is going to step, if they are stepping, because you have options to catch either side. And you as the defending player have options as well. You could just stand and block what the Bryan player is going to do next, because unless he's in heat, he won't have access to the hatchet. But then even the hatchet can be stepped as well. That's okay, that's nice. That's defense. Oh? What about the other way? Again, frames, well, how plus or minus someone is going to affect that. And then during, okay, his heat smash came from 8 to 5. Does his heat smash still weirdly track? Yeah, that's gonna depend on frames again. What was that? What? Why did it connect one time and then whiff the second hit? What? What happened there? What? What? So if it clips, it can whiff the second hit? No? What the fuck? How did I even get that to happen? What? I'm so confused. What is going on there? Now it's working. How did I get that to happen? Hold on. I know I delayed, but like, what did I do? I can't get it to happen again. At least I got it on video, but what the fuck was that? Okay, now it's just not whiffing the second hit anymore. What? Oh, that dead whiff. What? What is this? Okay, that's a thing. Okay, so next up, Claudio, when heat activation available. Oh, okay, so yeah, that's just heat burst tracking. Up forward 3+4, increase the distance between the characters when the first hit lands on a downed opponent. This fix addresses an issue where unintended combos were possible. Oh. Well, there's not much against Claudio here. That's okay, that's just basically something dumb that was happening on downed opponent. Certain characters. So I assume maybe the bears or something? You were getting extra damage. Clive, what did they do to Clive? What the fuck? They didn't change Clive at all! This is nothing! That's basically heat burst tracking and then heat smash chip damage. Nothing! Really? Nothing. That's dumb as fuck. That's actually dumb as fuck. Okay, in version 2.01, adjustments were made to weaken some of Deviljin's stronger techniques for the move down forward 1-2. Okay. The opponent's behavior on hit has been revised. What does it do now? This change was made in response to the move allowing Deviljin to repeatedly maintain an advantageous position by following up with Morning Crow against a downed opponent. That's exactly what I said in my video. I showed that in my video. I was like, that it's kind of dumb that he has, what is it, downforward 1-4 into the knockdown that's supposed to give you Morning Crow, but they made downforward 1-2 natural on hit. And you could just do it anyway. You could just do Morning Crow there anyway because it was +20 with a flip over knockdown. It was kind of dumb. It made down forward 1-4 kind of useless to me. I didn't expect him to change. What does it do on hit? Oh wait, have him block all. So we get sliding knockdown for +26, and Morning Crow doesn't reach. Oh no, it still reaches, but it's not fully. But you have to like hyper delay that. Okay. Okay, so it's still possible to get some Morning Crow stuff here. It's just. Oh, shit. What did they change here exactly? I don't get it. What did they change here exactly? You could still do this. Huh? I guess it's just not as easy to do it now, but you can still wave dash at your opponent basically. Yeah, so you can still get to your opponent fast enough and do something. This is okay as a change. Was this supposed to be +26 though? Ooh, you can keep up out of. Oh, okay, that's way better. The fact that you can now tech roll away from it, yeah, that's way better. Of course, you still have Morning Crow 2-2 that's gonna track, but yeah, and that as well. I don't see it. People were complaining about this change. I don't see it. The only thing that's whiffing here is Morning Crow 1. Oh, never mind. Not even that whiffs if you delay. What's the change here? It's still dumb. I get what they're going for because again, it was really stupid that you have this when this is supposed to be your new move that gives you the knockdown into Morning Crow. just still get Morning Crow shenanigans here. What? Is there something I'm missing here? What? Oh, well, we can just stay on the floor, I guess, but... Then he has Morning Crow 3. This is still putting you in a really dumb situation. I thought it would just completely remove the Morning Crow shenanigans, but you still have it. What? Okay, there, if you just wake up backwards, he whiffs completely. I don't get it. What did they change here? Am I missing something? At first I thought, okay, this is a great change because he doesn't get the Morning Crow shenanigans, but he still does, so what? And the closer you are to a wall when this happens, the worse it is. Oh, okay, in a situation like that, it gives a low wall hit, so you can't actually get anything there. Still wall splats. Stand and approach. Oh, it doesn't wall splat from a bit of a distance anymore. But yeah, you can still do dumb shit like that. It's just Morning Crow 3 and Morning Crow 1+2. Because Morning Crow 2 is a homing move. And Morning Crow 1 has enough reach. Same with Morning Crow 4. So he's still getting some dumb Morning Crow shenanigans here. I thought they got rid of it, but no, it's still there. What is... That's actually kind of dumb. That's actually really dumb. What were people complaining about? I guess the only thing realistically is that this doesn't wall splat from pretty far away anymore, but like... Everything else is still intact on this move in terms of the dumb shit, except for that. And that. Yeah, what? What are people complaining about? What the fuck? I would say get rid of that completely. Why aren't you able to quick back roll there? Like, you would think this much distance between you and the opponent would actually do something, but no. All you have to do is time your Morning Crow better. That's really dumb. Okay, that is really dumb. Why is it still doing that? I would say this change, the changed opponent behavior on hit is a good change. Because now there's the actual difference between using down forward 1-2 and down forward 1-4 in a sense, but you still get the Morning Crow dumb shit, so you still maintain your advantageous position. You just have to time it better. What the fuck? It's dumb as fuck. I would say the opponent should be allowed to actually just quick back roll away from that. But it goes back to what I said in my video. Yeah, the down forward 1-2 is just way better than using down forward 1-4 unless it's on block. Because down forward 1-2 is just always guaranteed to hit. It's natural. You don't need to have specifically a counter hit for it like you do with down forward 1-4. And it was giving you the plus 20 flip over knockdown like when you land a grounded steel pedal. So it's like... even without knowing the Morning Crow shenanigans, I said you can just Morning Crow at your opponent manually. I said that in the video, and now that's the reasoning they have as to changing the knockdown on hit. But you can still do the Morning Crow shenanigans, so I don't understand. What changed there besides the fact that the sliding knockdown means you don't really get a proper wall split all the time from a slight distance away from the wall? That's just really dumb. I feel that needs to go. Because of how dumb that is. That's see, this is why you test things. You look at these patch notes and you think, Deviljin can't Morning Crow after downvote 1-2 anymore. He can. You just delay slightly. Fuck it up. It's so stupid. That's actually stupid. What the hell did they change? It's like nothing. He has more plus frames now when he hits you with that. Down back 1+2 second level charge. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 12 frames. Okay, that's significant. From +17 to +5. +5 with the pushback, so it's because of this. They don't want him to have a really dumb situation here anymore. It's why they removed the wall crush in the first place, but it was still giving +17, which just made no sense. It's like, okay, we just don't get a wall crush animation here anymore. And he still has the guard break at full charge. You still get a decent mix up here. It's +5. So they basically want you to use it with the downforward ones, basically. But if someone respects this and they don't press into it, you can actually still get some other stuff going. That's a decent change, actually. The +17 was wild. Especially at the wall like this. That's what was going on. Yeah, that's not terrible. At all. It's again, it's defense. They're giving us the defensive patch in bits like this now. Where these overplus situations are being toned down. Or these mix-up situations that where you had barely any counterplay, they're toning it down. This is actually nice. No, I didn't even read this part. Down back 1+2 hold. The tracking ability against sidesteps has been reduced. Thank God, this move was basically fucking homing. Morning Crow 1+2 increased the recovery time by 2 frames, reduced opponent's recovery by 3 frames, adjusting the frame advantage from +5 to neutral. This is just a gimmicky move anyway, so that doesn't really matter all that much. But when they say increased recovery time by 2 frames, I assume they mean on whiff, which is nice. But again, this is just a really gimmicky, dumb thing that they gave to Deviljin. But the downvote one too, like, you still get the Morning Crow shenanigans. Like, I didn't even know what it was doing at the time that I made the video, but I said that in that video. I said the downvote 1-2 having that knockdown, it just kind of makes downvote 1-4 irrelevant. Why would you use it? And it turns out that it was causing a problem. But the problem is still there. You're +26 now, or was it 23, 26? Like, what? You still get Morning Crow at you. It's dumb. That's so dumb. But overall, like, this is fine. Like, the most significant change here, I would say, is maybe the down back 1+2 thing. Because this is just a fucking gimmick, the Morning Crow thing. But this is just something that should not have been there. Why did this fucking home in the first place? Thus being +17 was kind of insane. Especially at the wall, but now being +5 gives options for counterplay, which is nice. And it's not like Deviljin is just completely useless at that point. You still have the downforward 1 string, so it's good. And then, of course, downforward 1, that's just dumb. That's just really dumb. It's basically unchanged in a sense. That's fucking stupid. Why were people complaining about Deviljin? Where's the nerf? Where's the nerf besides you don't have +17 at the fucking wall anymore? What? I don't see. What were people complaining about? I really don't see it. You still have the ridiculously stupid shit from downforward 1-2. This should not have been there in the first place. And this is a fucking gimmick. What? People were just complaining for the sake of complaining. What the fuck? Dragunov, basically nothing there. Eddy. Down 1+3. Fix an issue where the Mandinga level would increase even when a hit occurred after heat activation. Oh yeah, so this is only supposed to give Eddy one of his install levels the first time. Because that's what activates heat. That's his throw that activates heat. So they're basically saying when heat is active, it was giving him a second one. Honestly, I think they should have just left that in. That doesn't seem incredibly problematic. Like, that one just seems kind of odd. But it is a bug, basically. Yeah, that one's just kind of stupid. Okay, so Feng, yeah, heat burst tracking. Heat smash, chip damage change from 9 to 7. That's okay. During heat, back 4, 3+4. Okay, so that's back 4 into the AoE stomp. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 5 frames, and the advantage on block has been changed from +12 to +7. This had some pushback, if I remember. You can also interrupt him out of this. We don't even have to look at this one in game, but yeah. Or remove the camera effect. Okay, so things are a bit more cleaner when you're playing. Doesn't this have pushback? Actually, let's check. Yeah, it has some pushback. And now +7 instead of +12. But yeah, you can just interrupt him out of it. Which you could do already, so yeah, this move isn't too terrible. It's just that you have to watch out for. But if you see him jump, you punch him out of it. So yeah, that's not bad. It's just on block. It's now +7 instead of +12. Yeah, that's an okay change. Next, Heihachi took nerfs. Okay. During heat. Okay, so his heat smash, less damage. Back 4, less damage. I assume. This is not saying counter. Wait, is it counter hit or normal hit? But it's like, yeah, that does 27 on counter hit. So normal hit 23. Running 1+. The flying chrome dome into stance. Delayed the timing at which moves can be executed during Thunder God Kamai by 2 frames and adjusted the frame advantage on block from +8 to +6. That's not. Again, that's not terrible. That's an okay change. With Warrior Instinct forward. 2 damage change from 30 to 22. So this is just damage reductions across the board. Okay. With Warrior Instinct during Thunder God Kamai. 1. 42 to 38. Yes, these are all just damage nerfs. So they're just trying to reduce Heihachi's damage overall, which is fine, but... Okay, forward 2, that's because of the launch. Which should also affect when you're in Warrior Instinct and you use 1+2 into forward 2. Actually, we can just show it. So, that is now dealing less damage. Okay. This is all just combo damage. Okay, the running 1+2 thing is kind of different here, but like forward 2 combo starter. This is stance omen, so less damage there. Stance electric, less damage. So it's all just combo stuff. Yeah, even this would actually affect a combo. The health sweep, because you use it in a combo still. So yeah. This is just trying to reduce combo damage overall. But again, players will find a way to still push as much damage as possible out of this stuff. So it's something. It's decent. Heihachi does just hit really fucking hard. Hwoarang. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so the heat burst stuff. During heat, the chip damage dealt to the opponent on block was adjusted from 3 to 4 to correct the discrepancy between the move lesson text and actual behavior. Okay. So it was always supposed to just be doing 4. While rising 1-4, okay, that's the new move. Fixed an issue where the opponent attempting to crouch after being hit by this attack were unable to evade. Oh, so you were getting guaranteed flappies there. What? Okay, yeah, so that's just a bug fix. Okay, so there's nothing actually changed here. Jack. Okay, his heat smash does less damage on block. Down forward 1-2 hold. Change the damage from 40 to 32. Up forward one hold. Change the damage from 50 to 32. Okay, wait, that's actually big. 58! I showed this in the Jack video. That was doing 71 before. Now it's doing 58. How do I do the combo of this side for that? $107. If I did the combo, yeah, 107. This was doing 120. That's a okay, that's well, pretty significant looking drop. It's 13 damage, but yeah, that's something because holy shit, this was dealing 71 by itself. Still gets decent damage. I mean, like 85 is still very good. But it's just combo damage nerfs across the board. That's not terrible. I mean, again, this by itself was doing 71. And it still gives you over 100 combo damage. So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing terrible about that. Jim! Okay, so Heat Burst and Heat Smash changes. Yeah, that's just less chip damage, less tracking. Standing 3. Change the damage from 19 to 17. Down forward 2, 4. Change the damage from 20 to 9 on which hit. Okay, so it's the second hit of down forward 2, 4 that's 19 now instead of 20. And what's the other one? Standing 3. Oh. So overall he lost 3 damage there. Because this combo was doing 100. So this is like a tiny slap on the wrist. From 100 damage to 97, you still got the insanely good wall carry, you still got really decent damage. So it brought the fucking 3 damage out of the combo. Okay. I'm going to skip over June because I haven't done her video yet. The stuff will just be included in her video anyway, but it's just, again, heat tracking. Kazama essence fully charged. Oh, it is, yeah, damage nerfs. It's like nothing there. Okay, so Kazuya's Heat Smash chip damage change. Up forward 1. Remove the homing attack property. Okay. Change the damage from 20 to 16. Start of the attack has been changed from 20 to 21. Now just being flat 20 frame move. Okay, so it doesn't have 1 active frame anymore. So yeah. That's good, but what does it do on hit now? What is it doing on hit? So 16 on hit, still plus 3. I feel now that it's not homing anymore. Does it still have the insane reach? Yeah, okay, it still has decent reach. I think it would be fair if it would be plus 4 now on hit. Block still minus 7, so it's still okay. It's still really good in that sense, but now it's steppable. Ooh, no tracking whatsoever. What? Oh, okay, so it has some tracking to his weak side. It's very awkward tracking, by the way. Because there, it whiffed. So it just barely has some tracking to Kazuya's weak side, which is fine. But I think, yeah, now we can say it's kind of fair for this move to actually be plus 4 on hit. I think that would actually be fair if it's plus 4 on hit to give you another down forward 2 setup. Because at the moment, this is like the classic. You're doing forward 4, down forward 2. So a plus 4 there so that this trades with a jab or something. Now that it's completely like... Okay, not completely. There's some slight tracking to Kazuya's right side. But now that it's majority linear and steppable, I think plus 4 would be fair. As damage reduction as well, so it's still has very good reach though. But the fact that it's linear now, really, that's really good. It was a really dumb move there, Kazuya. He still has sidestep 1+2 homing anyway, so... During devil form, up forward 1 on hit or block, and then 3, adjusted the behavior on block, so the first and second hits now form a block string. Reduce the opponent's recovery time on block for the for the second hit by 2 frames, changing the frame advantage on block from -7 to -9. That's fair. Reduce the input window for the second hit by 4 frames, so it's not hit confirmable anymore. I think it's fair now with the homing property gone. That's not hit confirmable and stuff anymore. It would be fair for up forward 1 to be +4 on hit. But the distance that it has. But yeah, it has 0 tracking now to oh well, it has slight tracking to the right, but like I think that being +4 on hit now would be fair to set up for a down forward 2. But overall that's still a good change overall. Nice. And King gets nothing! So dumb. Okay, Kuma and Panda, I'll cover theirs. Oh god, they got quite a bit. Is it all damage reduction stuff? Yeah, there's some damage changes, some frame changes. Lars, again, I'll cover his changes in his video, but just at a glance here, hold on. Adjusted so that follow-up attacks no longer occur on block or whiff. The fucking lightning shit is gone in heat. Okay, thank god. That will make it interruptible now. Silent entry, 1+2, that's the power crush, increased recovery on block, and whiff by 1 frame, adjusting the frame advantage on block from -13 to -14. Okay, yeah, but the other changes I'll have to look at when I actually do his video, but that's good. That's good. Thus, dynamic entry in heat, 3+4, that was dumb as fuck. So they're toning down some of the dumb shit. Law, nothing, basically, okay. Lee, still fucking lying at a quarter like Yamcha after the Cybermen blew up. That's basically just heat activation tracking, okay. Leo, again, I'll cover these changes when I actually go through the character's changes. Back 1. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 3 frames and the advantage on block has been changed from -9 to -12. Oh my god, that's nice. That's really nice. That means the... What was it? Back 1, 4? We can step it now. Running 3 into stance. It's no longer +10, it's now +6. Okay, yeah, so this is just... They're just addressing the dumb shit. Leroy, sidestep 3+4. That's good. This move as well was so fucking stupid. But, okay, there's a lot of good changes in here. Oh my god, Lily got quite a few changes. I'm sorry. Running 1+2... I just glanced at the... Change the damage from 1015 to 916. Math. 10 plus 15, 25. 9 plus 16, 25. It's... That is the dumbest looking change. It's probably something to do with combo, so its scaling is going to change. But that just looks so dumb when you just read it at a glance. The damage changed from 25 to 25. Okay. Fucking stupid as hell. This is why I say the patch notes are so dumb. Wait, I saw something about Paul's deep dive there. What? Reduce the input window for the second hit by 6 frames. Not hit confirmable. You have to commit. Okay. I'll have to go through. A lot of these characters, I'm just going to cover their stuff when I'm actually doing their characters. Oh, wait, hold on. What is this Foxfire something? The heat back 1+2, 1+2. Changed from +4 to -4. Okay. When you transition into Flicker, it's no longer +11, it's +3. Thank god, that was so dumb. That was actually so dumb. There's still quite a bit more they have to address on specific characters, but I guess that's for the next patch. Shao Yu, nothing. Victor, nothing. Yoshi, nothing. Oh my god, that's so dumb. It is so dumb to see, like, okay, Steve, this one makes sense. Kazuya, the up forward one, kind of makes sense. And then you look at King, nothing. Really? Okay. We're gonna have to wait till next month for the rest of the characters, I guess. Honestly, there's some really good changes in here. Like, what they're doing is basically just toning down the really dumb moves and situations, which helps us with having more options defensively. It gives us counterplay. Literally, if you guys see anyone complaining about these changes, make fun of them, laugh at them. They are being fucking stupid, because This is what we wanted. We wanted more defensive stuff. They're toning down the stupid offensive stuff, which naturally gives us more defense and counterplay. Besides just guess the fucking 50-50. It's not really counterplay now, is it? But being able to sidestep moves, being able to interrupt, that kind of stuff, it gives us counterplay and defensive options besides just guess. That's really good. This is actually, reading through this patch, it's really good changes here. Of course, the damage stuff, we can still push over 100 damage in combos pretty easily. We just have to adjust the combo. So, it's like the Jack combo going from 120 to 107, like that's fine. You're still getting a really big combo out of it, it's fine. Losing a bit of damage is whatever, because it's combos. We can find ways to make the combo deal more damage. The heat burst stuff, that's going to depend on frames. How plus or minus you or the opponent is when the heat burst is activated is going to affect your sidestepping and sidewalking abilities there. It's like being at -5 and trying to step something. It's not going to work out too well sometimes. But in terms of the heat burst, because it's a 16 frame move, around -7, -8 if you're trying to step it, it's going to be iffy. -9 it'll still try. I don't think it's going to be universal for all characters, but like that'll be like the general thing. So if you're like -6 and stuff, you should be able to fully sidewalk it. But I just don't get, what were people complaining about? These were really good changes. But anyways, you guys let me know what you think about this patch. I think it's pretty decent, but you guys let me know. Maybe there's something I missed. Maybe you guys wanted Devil Jin's down forward 1-2 plus 20 into a flip over knockdown into Morning Crow dumb shenanigans, even though you still have down forward 1-2 sliding knockdown into Morning Crow shenanigans. At plus 26 now. So it's so dumb. That one is really dumb. The game still needs some work, but it's actually really nice to look at. They're doing some changes that gives us defense. The only problem is Season 2, like this patch and the emergency patch, those were steps in the right direction. Like we can say there's been like 3 steps in the right direction so far. The fuck up is Season 2 took us 100 steps in the wrong direction. So we have like 97 more steps to go.